What is up, guys? It is Farzy here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to build a 1.14 iron farm. Before we start this video, I want to give credit where credit is due. This creation was made by Doc M. There'll be a link to his creation video down below. It's an amazing farm. A big shout out to Doc M and his friends. But anyways, his video is very technical, and I want to make a video that's a little better for newer players who aren't really grasping all the concepts too well of Minecraft yet. So, this video is like the noob version, but once again, if you want the technical side, link to Doc M's video down below. Here are the materials you're going to need to build this. If you want to take a screenshot right now, go ahead. Otherwise, let's go through them all. So you will need 6 villagers, 1 zombie, 64 building blocks, 64 slabs, 6 beds, 2 trapdoors, 10 fences, 10 fence gates, 2 carpets, 1 cauldron, 4 buckets of water, 6 separate villager workstations, and 1 name tag. Now, for the villager workstations, here are some examples over here. We have things like the blast furnace, cartography table, fletching table, and so on. You can even use some of these like composters, looms, and smokers. But anyways, guys, get 6 different villager workstations. If you don't think of 6, just use these 6 right here. Okay, when you first start building, you want to go high up in the air, about 16 blocks from any other block on the ground. So a mountain is a good place to do it. So we're going to go up by 16 with building blocks. This right here is the 16th block, so on top of that, place a cauldron. Now connecting to the sides of this 16th block, go out by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I took out some cobblestone to illustrate the shape I'm going to make, but you can also use your building block you already have. So on each end of your 4 block little lines, you're going to go out 1, 2 more, then on the side of that last block, 1 each, then bring it back 1 more like this. So, kind of like a field goal post or a Y. Do that on both sides. Now, take out your beds and place beds in this assortment. 1 on that cobblestone, 1 on that cobblestone, 1 on that cobblestone. So the cobblestone is entirely covered by beds. I'll do that over here as well. Boom, like that. Now put a building block between these 2 top beds. Again, between the 2 top beds. Then 1 more outside of that. Now you can break all your Y-shaped blocks just like this. As of right now, your farm should look like this, with a space of 2 underneath your beds, and then 2 more building blocks on the outside. Now, on your furthest outside block on both sides, put down a villager workstation. I'm going to do a composter, then break the block under it. Same thing over here. Put down a villager workstation, break the block under it. Now, on this 1 remaining block, put down a trapdoor on both sides, then put down a water block inside that, so the trapdoor is submerged in water. Now, take out your other villager workstations. I have a cartography table, a blast furnace, a fletching table, and a smoker. Now, go to these 2 highest beds, and on the pillow, you're going to shift-click 1 there, 1 there. And again, different kinds. Other side as well, I'll use the blast furnace and the cartography table on the pillow of the 2 top beds. Boom, boom. So when you're in the water, there should be a workstation on every single side of you besides the front. Now, go to the back where your lower workstation is, which should be, again, a little lower than the other 2, and put a block on top of it so they're all the same height. Same thing over there, put a block on top of your composter in my case, and make sure it's all the same height like this. Now, slab on top of that block. Over here, slab on top of that block. Now, I would recommend getting some torches and putting them on top of the 2 workstations. You don't have to, but it's more of like a precaution if mobs spawn. So I'm going to do this. It's kind of hard because it's a usage block, but we'll do this. Boom. Okay, so do that on both sides. On the block we just placed above your lower workstation, on the top half of that block, go 1 slab, 2 slab, 3 slab. Then break the 2 inner slabs like that, and then put a trap door on the inside of your slab that's standing, and do not put it down. Keep it up like this. Do that on both sides. Now just take some carpets and put the carpets on the slabs we just recently placed. Boom and boom. Now you can break all your middle blocks. This giant T shape, you can break it, but leave these singular blocks in the villager workstations. Now stand on top of your cauldron and go up by 3 with building blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna make a 5 by 5. So go out in each direction by 2. And then just fill in these corners like so to make a 5 by 5. Once the 5 by 5 is done, make sure you go find that middle block again and break all the building blocks. So there's a hole right here. Now, I'm using different color fences and fence gates to illustrate the difference. Go to the side that your villager pens are on and go off by 1 and put fences there, just across your whole 5 by 5 like so. Again, I'll say it slow. On the side with the villager pens, make sure there's solid fences there, 1 block off. Now on the 2 sides where there is no villager pen, you're going to do the same thing with fence gates. 1 off, just the length of the 5 by 5, and boom. Make sure you open them up too, that's very important. Open them up. Now unfortunately, here comes the hard part. We have to get the villagers into their 2 pens. 3 in each. Now if you're in survival mode, I recommend using a minecart and rail system. That seems like the easiest. But if you're in creative mode like I am right now, just spawn them in. Once again, if you're in survival, I'm so sorry. I know it's very difficult, but try your best. So get them in the water. So if you're in creative mode, just spawn them in. Boom, boom, and boom. Now they should take up these jobs eventually. You see, we got a farmer. We should get another one very soon. I think we already did. Yeah, a Fletcher. And the last guy, I don't know, you can't really see him right now. But anyways, they should all take their jobs inside here. On the other side, same thing. Do a minecart trail, or if you're in creative mode, go boom, boom, and boom. Alright guys, now it is time to put the slab over top of the villagers. If they're jumping, you can just go shift in here and nudge them, but if they're not, just do a slab on top of the torch, then one more next to that. You can break the first slab, and boom, now they can't get out no matter what they do. So once again over here, on top of the torch, on top of that, or next to that rather, then break the torch one. And boom, they're safe and secure. Now to make sure that this is working, you should be hearing their occupational blocks doing noises. They should be writing stuff, springing stuff, whatever they're doing for their job, you should be able to hear that noise. Confirm they're all doing their job and then come back. Here comes the hardest part of the whole farm. If you finish this, you'll be home free. And that is getting the zombie into his cauldron. So, the best plan of action is to do a minecart trail once again up here, get a zombie in this little ring, and we're going to put borders underneath this hole so he can't escape. So now all we gotta do is when we get him up here is just kind of nudge him in there. In survival mode it'll be much harder, I know, but eventually you can get him in here. Oh, he's just taking his time. Let's see if we can get him in. Boom, we got him in. Perfect. Now, name tag him, his name will be Bob for me, and put that block back over his head. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to wait 1 or 2 Minecraft days before you take away these walls, and that is because we want 2 things. 1, he needs to be in the cauldron, which will happen eventually, naturally, but I mean, at the start, it takes some time. Now, what you want to also do is let the villagers kind of adapt to their new home. Make sure they receive this place as a safe place. And then once the zombie comes in, then they'll defend their home by spawning in golems up here. Alright guys, it's been a few Minecraft days. Let's see, is he in the cauldron yet? Whoops. Yes, he is. Okay, if he's not in the cauldron yet, do this. You're going to place down some water when you break these top blocks, and he'll just get flown in. But if he's in the cauldron already, good for you. Now put a slab on top of his head, like that. Break the rest of the blocks, and you should see instantly golems start spawning. That was very fast. Now go back up here. Place a water bucket on each of the middle fences, like so they get flown off, and they should just come flying down now. Guys, it really is that simple. Now, let's make a kill room for these golems. Now guys, for a kill room, it's pretty simple. I would just get a couple of stacks of building blocks, a couple of buckets of water and lava, and then a bunch of signs. Now all you're really gonna do is just make a giant rectangle that engulfs these two sides. The fence side doesn't matter because they can't come out here, but they'll be coming out this way and this way. So make a giant rectangle that's going the long way on the sides of the fence gates. Now for your kill room, all you really need to do is have him drop from a high distance and have him die from fall damage, or you could do like a lava blade kind of thing. I'm going to show you guys what I did in my survival world, but again, it's very simple to make a kill room. I would use fall damage as it's the easiest, use fall damage and hoppers, but once again, I'll show you how I did it. So I made a giant rectangle that has water flows on both sides and has them go into a lava blade. And under the lava blade are just some hoppers. Whoops, I'm on fire. But yeah, guys, it's really that simple. You don't need to do this elaborate of a kill room. It could be a lot more just easy and, as I said, just using fall damage. But do what you want. Have fun with your iron farms. It's going to be great. Once again, huge thanks to Doc M. If you want to know why this works the way it does, go check him out. This is his farm, and what a great farm it is. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I will talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.